Jarod Verkleeren this past weekend wrestled Brayton Lee, and there's been a lot of talk, a lot of speculation about whether Verkleeren got robbed. So did Verk get robbed? Now, before I get into this, I want to mention the sponsor for this video is Be Superior Wrestling. Be Superior is a premium and limited streetwear wrestling brand. They currently have this really awesome wrestling shirt, scrap t-shirt that's available. I received mine last week. It's made out of this super soft cotton material. I mean, unlike any shirt I really have. If you want to get one, you're going to want to get one while supplies last because they're selling out fast. There's a link for that in the description below. I wore mine out to the NC State match last week, and it was such a great, I got a lot of compliments on it. Now, let's talk about Verk. Verk versus Brayton Lee. Did he get robbed, and what was up with the phantom point that everybody's talking about? So, let's discuss what exactly happened here. So, Brayton Lee, top-ranked wrestler, not the number one wrestler in his weight, but, I mean, at the time, he was at one time number one. These two wrestled in the duel, Minnesota versus Penn State. Now, let's walk through the match. First period, Verk comes out, looks strong, got the takedown at the end of the first period with about 20 seconds left. He's up 2-zip. Going into the second, he gets a quick escape, and it's 3-zip at the end of the second period. Third period is where a lot of crazy stuff starts going down and where people wonder, like, where Verk may have been robbed. Now, what happened here is they started neutral, so Lee picked neutral. Verk shoots, Lee counters, and nearly gets the takedown on Verkleeren. Minnesota throws a challenge block, nothing happens there. Ruling is confirmed as no takedown. Well, Brayton Lee comes straight back out, shoots, Verkleeren shoots again. Brayton Lee counters, gets behind him, gets the takedown, takes him to his back, but there are no back points, and Verkleeren escapes. So the score is now 4-2 in favor of Verkleeren still. Now, time's ticking down. Lee blast doubles through Verk. It's 4-4. An extra point is, and this is where Verkleeren escapes, making it where the score should be 5-4. So with the takedown is 4-4, Verkleeren escapes, it's 5-4. But then a point is added onto the board for Brayton Lee. What is going on here? Now, there was no riding time, because if you were wondering about riding time, no, that was not the point. Some people thought like there were some back points on one of the takedown, but there's no 1 point back points. So it was really weird, but now the score is 5-5. We go into OT. I'll tell you what the phantom point was. There was a reason that there was a point here. And before we get into that, I mean, Verkleeren wrestled Brayton Lee well. He wrestled him very, very well. I mean, took him down right away until the third period. I don't know if it was something where, like, Verkleeren was shooting, and then Brayton Lee just kept scoring on his reattacks. And so that was a little bit upsetting for Verkleeren. But we get into overtime. Verkleeren ends up getting taken down again on the very similar situation, and Brayton Lee gets the victory. So how did he get that point? And was Verkleeren actually robbed or not? Well, he got the point because of a stalling call. And in the match video, which I will have linked up in the description below, or you could just search it on YouTube, Brayton Lee versus Jarod Verkleeren. It's on the Big Ten Wrestling channel. There were two stall calls, and you can't see it in the video because the referee is so far outside of the frame that it's nearly impossible to see. Now, the first stall call was in the second period with about 54 seconds left. Brayton Lee was just driving Verkleeren back, driving back, and I see where the stalling call was coming in here, okay? So that's the first stalling call. Then we get to the second stalling call, and that's right here. So with 42 seconds left in the third period, and this was like way on the edge of the frame of the video, so this is the exact screenshot from the video here. The ref calls stalling. There's a sequence going on where Verk shoots, or Brayton Lee shoots, Verk kind of hops out of it, shoots again, and like squares up with him, and then Verk attempts, and whenever he attempts, even though he was getting driven back a little bit by Lee, the ref throws up the stalling, gives 1 point. The issue was that the point wasn't added until about 15, 20 seconds later whenever Verk had the escape. So that was a bit of a problem because, it was a score issue. However, Verkleeren did not get robbed. He was out wrestled in the third period. He can't just be hanging on like that. That was the point. It was a stall call. So yeah, it. Wasn't a phantom point. Very interesting point of debate. Very interesting point of discussion here is everything that happened with Verkleeren.